Chewn was cooking.
And Dan Jackson as well.
Oh yeah, Dan's been playing ball. I love seeing Dan just fly down, making plays. 3 sacks in the first half is kind of crazy, especially against a really good offensive line.
He's making himself some money.
Hey, I love the WWE. I was heartbroken when I got told that wasn't real. Like, heartbroken. I think I can prevail in the WWE if I ever learned how to do it. How much of practice do you get to see?
We got to try and act like we do something. I just thought team runners run the ball every single time, but you can throw it, right?
Yeah, they'll throw it every now and then.
I do want to watch. I actually want to learn football. I probably should.
Welcome to Mullets on the Mic, powered by Ag America Media. I'm Tate Rowley's here with Brett Thorson. Today we recap the big win over Texas. I'm going to hit Brett with a pretty good blind draft. We talk about our bye week and answer your Mullet Mailbag questions.
All right. Starting off with damn good dog. Something good.
You go ahead. I already got one.
We just did a charity event, bowling. I was at Coach Rick's foundation. I think that was a good thing. Had about, I'd say 40 to 50 football players show up there and act like bowlers for a night. So that was...
We've had some surprisingly good bowlers on our team.
Christian Miller walked out with his own bowl.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I think he's had his own ball.
Yeah. I was like, wait, how did you get that here? What? He must have had to go to the bowling alley.
Broderick was a really good bowler.
He was. Tresman was really good.
I remember when we were in Indy, I think, no. It was it was the Peach Bowl.
Yeah.
It was the Peach Bowl when we went to
he did good bowling.
When we went to Andretti and they were in their bowling. It was kind of impressive.
I want to go back to those cards.
Those kind of
cards were
incredible. Those then.
Yeah, with your weight and that sort of like...
Weight slows me down uphill, but I get going downhill. I'm not very aerodynamic either.
They were a lot more fun than I thought. I thought they'd be kind of like speed restricted, and no, you can fly. You can fly and you can hit whatever you want.
Yeah, there's no like sensors on them. If you're going full speed at the wall, you're hitting that wall.
Yeah. No, good luck to you.
That's kind of scary.
What about you?
Mine is, so about an hour ago, I'm driving home from the facility. Some guy pulls out in front of me, like blatantly pulls out in front of me.
Yeah.
Honk my horn at him. He shoots me a bird. So I got my truck lifted, but they didn't ring on my headlights. So like usually your headlights are pointed downwards. So when I got raised, they're still pointed at the angle and not like adjusted.
Yep.
So my headlights went right through the back glass, and I just turned my bright lights on for like 15 minutes while we were on Lumpkin. It just blinded him. And he was pissed. You could just tell how pissed he was in his car. Just trying to cover up. He's moving his mirrors.
What'd you do to make him angry?
I honked at him after he pulled out in front of me. I should have hit him.
The bird. The bird is...
And it was the worst bird finger ever. It was like one of these.
Oh.
So I like he turned around and just shot it like that.
You got a full commit if you're going to do it.
Yeah, it was awful. It was
It's brave. In America, that's something when people say like, just about the difference in Australia, obviously. American roads are a lot more dangerous.
You get pissed here.
Yeah.
I am.
Like, everyone gets mad in Australia, and it's fine to get mad because you usually know it's usually flip the bird or whatnot. Here, who knows what could come out, like what could happen. So that's like I make a rule: I don't honk at other drivers because, like you could probably just jump out with an AK-47 on a bad day, light up the shaggin' wagon, and I don't want my car to get damaged. So
I referred to my car as the shaggin' wagon the other day. Thanks to you.
Can you trademark it?
No, I might put a sticker on the windshield down the side of my windshield that says shaggin' wagon.
Surely there has to be one.
You can get custom stickers. If I get one, I'll get you one.
Deal. Yeah, we'll get matching.
We'll both have shaggin' wagon.
Sounds good. Sounds good. For Annabelle like that.
Should get over it. But yeah, drivers in America, like, I don't know. I've never been to another country to see driving. People here just can't drive. Like, it's bad. Like, nothing pisses me off more than when I'm on the road and people don't turn right on red. Like, that genuinely, like, boils my blood. Like, it pisses me off.
The worst part, I think, about that, it took me a while to get used to it, and I almost screwed up when I went back home in May, because I'd roll up to a red light, and I'd be ready to go. In Australia, they got cameras and everything ready to get you. So I almost did it a few times and go halfway in.
Most like, I've gotten free tickets on cameras.
In Australia, it's super strict. They're like, they have cameras everywhere, they have cops everywhere, they have cameras that get you if you're on your phone, running red lights, stuff like that. But the speed cameras are the worst, and they come in different forms, and they will get you if you're doing 3 to 4K over, you could be in trouble. 5, you're definitely, which translates to about 2 to 3 miles over the speed limit. You get a ticket in the mail a few weeks later.
Like, are they like expensive, or is it just like a?
They're more expensive than here. Yeah, they're definitely like. I guess once you do the translation in money, but that's about 450 for
3 miles.
about 10. So that'd be about 6 miles over. Would get you about 4.
I feel like a lot of
Australians.
I feel like you're not going to get pulled over here unless you're like going 10 over, driving like an idiot.
You gotta be moving over here, because I first got here and someone's like, we're kind of going in the traffic, and one of the tests or the road tests was, do you go the speed of the flowing traffic or the speed limit? And I thought it was the speed limit, and it's actually the flowing traffic.
That's like thing. Like if the side, like if you're on the interstate and that says 60 and everybody's going 80, you go 80.
Yeah. You got the next one?
Yeah. On the hair of the dog. Obviously, big game last week. Big win in Texas.
What's good? The fans turned out there. Again, another good showing.
The place got pretty loud. That's a big stadium. Huge stadium.
Huge. A cool setup as well. I really like the kind of feeling.
We talked about like all the famous people that were there. Joe Regan was there. Katie was there.
Who was your favorite out of all the do you?
Joe Rogan.
Okay.
I'm a big UFC guy, so I liked her.
Kelly Slater was there. That was a huge one for me. It's funny how like they kind of just blend. Like all the people just blend in. It's not like it stands out. It's not like because there's so many of them. Yeah.
Well, he teaches there. Do you know he teaches there?
He teaches?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he teaches an acting class there. I could be completely wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure he does.
That's cool. He'd have to have a pretty good TA, because I'm sure no one...
There's so many celebrities that give that place money. Like, little money, and plus all the celebrities they have. That's crazy.
Nah, even like Scotty Scheffler, that was sick.
Oh, yeah, Scotty was there. I saw that. I forgot.
Yeah, Sergio Garcia, the CEO of Nike.
Nike. CEO of Nike.
Yeah.
You like your Nike shirt?
Yeah, got one on right now for Brett. Go Dogs.
But
yeah, in the game, the boys. He goes okay, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's not fun. Like, I remember, like, in practice, when we get in, like, 2 minutes, they get in their pass rush package, and he, like, lined up in front of me. I'm like, oh, shit, here we go. You know, you got to strap your shit up for that one.
He was, like...
Him and Michael.
Yeah. He was one. I remember coming here, like, one of the first people. He was obviously a 22 class guy. There were 8 of us get here, and then another, like, 6 get later. But the first 8, he was one of the first 8. Him, Malachi. I think Dalen was in there. So they were like the guys I met when I first got here. I remember meeting Jalen and being like, holy crap, this guy is 18. Yeah, I was 17, 18. Just in terms of the way he carries himself as a person, but also he's just an animal.
Yeah, he's a great guy too. That's why I like him. I like him a lot. Like, he's a great guy.
Awesome parents too.
Oh yeah,
Curtis and Chica. They I guess you can see where he gets his good nature from. But yeah, once he's on that field,
3 sacks in the first half is kind of crazy, especially against a really good offensive line.
They had the top-rated O-line, right?
Yeah, and they had a top-rated tackle too that he was going against. But yeah, that was a really good matchup.
Yeah.
It's weird, like because when I play him, like I'm on the sideline, I'm not really paying attention to that stuff. Like, you're paying attention to coach and everything, and then, but when I wasn't, I was actually getting to watch the game and stuff. So I like being able to watch the game.
Just switch off and actually take in the game.
And Chewn was cooking. So those stems to zero that's been going.
That video, has been going everywhere.
I mean, because I've seen it before.
You say,
but like, I completely understand seeing that for the first time, and you're like, oh shit, it's an offensive line. Like, when you move defensive linemen like that and load up backers, it gets confusing, especially right before the snap.
I was gonna say, is that something you have to call? You have to save the stem when the shot clock is down.
Yeah,
because you try to do it too early.
Defenses try to time it up to where it's like right before the clock, where you don't have time to communicate, or when shot clock is down. So basically, you can't recommunicate. Because if they do it early in the snap count, like if Carson's still sending people in motion and they do it, then we can redeck it and discuss all that stuff. But a lot of the defense's goal is try to catch you off guard with it so you can't redeck it.
Yeah. Question. This is a American football question I have. Obviously, offside, like, could be a little flinch of the knee. It could be a shoelace. But what's the rules with you guys checking and looking back to the quarterback or pointing, stuff like that? How's that all?
My hand is in the ground. The hand can't leave the ground.
Okay.
So, but if it's like a movement, like, let's say, like, it's obvious that we're about to snap the ball, and I flinch, that's offsides. But like if Carson's like walking up to the line and put my hands on the ground, and I like turn around and look, then that's fine.
So hand just had to stay on the ground.
Yeah, but if my hand's up, like if it's like third obvious passing situation, we guards put their hands up.
Yeah.
Or like we're in a 2-point stance, so I can turn, I can move as much as I want. But if your hand's on the ground, your hand can't leave the ground.
Okay. Well, because sometimes the guard goes into the hand cadence, right?
Yeah,
How's that work?
So from what I've seen, people like they guards turn around looking for the quarterback. It's usually like a leg kick or like the quarterback moves his hand or something, and then he taps the guard, gets set, and there's usually like a count, like that they've practiced it enough that they know that the center's going to snap it. Like center tries to give a set go.
Okay.
But if you're using a silent count, you can't hear that.
Yeah.
So it's all about timing. A lot of times, like the center will do it. Like I saw somebody the other weekend that was the center was looking through his legs, quarterback giving the whatever the signal, he'd get down his stance, wait and snap. So I guess they practice it enough to where they're on cue with it. But that gets tricky sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially third downs, tackles trying to get off the ball. Because if you're going against fast rusher, you want a head start.
Yeah.
And that's why they started snapping or cracking down on that in the league, because tackles get off the ball. Sometimes a little early, but they used to not get called a lot, but they've been cracking down on it. Big thing's been like tackles helmet has to break the center's waistline.
Okay.
Because tackles would get way back in the back. As an extra man in the backfield, stuff like that. But they've started cracking down on it.
Yeah. I feel like there's so many rules to it that you don't think about it. You just see.
A lot of them you don't think about. It's just kind of like you're taught to line up this way and you don't think about it, so you line up that way and it's not a problem.
Yeah.
But once you start facing those guys, you want to back up a little bit, give you more space.
Yeah. I feel the O-line was good for them.
Oh, first like good. I was happy with how they played Tremor.
Yeah.
Trent's so space. He's shifty.
Yeah.
You give him a crease and he can make something happen. He makes people miss too.
Yeah, in space. Like when he has a bit of space, and
he miss almost all the time, every time.
Yeah.
Which is
fun watching him.
He makes us look good sometimes too.
Yeah, you guys, yeah. Like, even Nate's funny. Nate did something the other day at practice. He took about 20 steps to start, and then he was gone. Like his feet just.
Oh yeah, they're choppy.
Yeah, it's like choppy. Like shoo.
Have you how much of practice do you get to see? Like actually, like junior.
We got to try and act like we do something. So usually when we're not, like after our period, we will go over and there will be.
Y'all get to watch team run?
We get to watch. No, not team run. We get to watch 2 minute because there's usually like field goals at the end of it. So we can watch 2 minute, but
team run. Y'all gotta get them to let y'all watch team run. It's fun.
I always thought that was this is how dumb I am. I just thought team run was run the ball every single time, but you can throw it, right?
Yeah, they'll throw it every now and then.
Yeah, I just thought like you had to run it, like defense.
Worse, as an offensive lineman is like runs versus movement. Like when we're working against pressures and stuff, like run pulling. Because they know it's a run, the linebackers know it's a run, so they're coming full speed downhill. It's like there's no reading it. Like they know there's a run. Like there's no chances to pass. They're just coming downhill. It's awful.
Yeah, nah. I do want to watch. I actually want to learn football. I probably should, because I only learned like what personnel we had the other day.
It's like still couldn't like all that.
Yeah, 11, 12 or whatever it is. That's one thing I learned.
I need to learn jaywalk. There is nothing worse than when you're in your stance and you know he's pressuring and he's running and he times that snap up perfectly.
Yeah.
Like you're not even out of your stance when he's hitting the line.
He's making himself some money, right? I mean, we always knew he could do it, so it's not like a surprise to us, but I feel like he's at the stage right now and he's taking full advantage of it, like being the leader. But no, Dan Jackson as well.
Oh yeah, Dan's been playing ball.
Yeah, cool.
I love seeing Dan just fly down, making plays.
He's straight lines. Once he's got something, he gets moving. There's no.
He misses, but he's got a shot.
He's gonna go. So it was good watching him. Even like the young pups out there. That was like Chris Cole almost dragged one down from.
Oh yeah,
it was nuts. Because I was behind all the people, so all I saw was like one hand come up.
Dalen, hitting Quinn.
Hell of a game.
That was an impressive. I mean, Quinn didn't even see him.
There's truly nothing.
I mean, they slid away from the cat.
Yeah,
that's just you got to see that.
Yeah,
if you don't, you're screwed.
Well, it's like once you're in your call and once like the ball snap, if something gets, is it kind of just the chance?
It's one thing Carson does really, really well is seeing stuff and getting us in the right call.
Yeah.
He does a really good job of that.
Is that kind of just, you guys called it well and disguised it well, and they had a different call that worked, or like how do you tell it before the cat's coming?
Corner cats, press corner safety out the hash. That's like the number one indicator.
Yeah.
Of cat, you're to the boundary, you're to the short side of the field.
Okay, yeah.
Like that's almost number one indicator. Like I haven't watched that play, but I guarantee you there's a safety out the hash.
Okay.
But that's usually the number one indicator of a cat is press corner, safety out the hash. That's usually, like, if you see that, you're usually looking out there.
Yeah.
Your antennas go up. There's certain things that like linebackers off levels, like that's a telltale for pressure. Like there's certain things you got to see, like safety rotations, like paying attention to like weak rotation, strong rotation, because that's going to tell you where people are. And like we do, I think we do a pretty good job as offensive line seeing that and communicating it, but sometimes it's hard, and Carson sees it really well. Like there's times that he'll like check a rotation. I'm like, why? Like I'm looking at the defense. I'm like, why? And then we do it. I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that's good. That it's all stuff.
Like there's indicators. Like it's hard. Like defensive linemen's hands, like where they're lined up on you. Like pressure heavy on their hands. Are they light? Like could they be moving? Stuff like that. Where they're looking. Like it's like there's a whole different game after the game.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's like just noticing and picking stuff out.
I think that's something just in each position as well.
No, yeah, it's like that at every position. Yeah, there's keys at every position to help you out.
Yeah, no, it's cool. They are,
which is like yeah, when they get here, everybody knows football. But like that's usually the stuff that they have to learn.
Yeah,
because if you don't learn that stuff, you're kind of playing blind.
We have almost about 2 hours of meetings every day, so
I feel like like as an offensive lineman, we watch film. We watch film every Monday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I think if I see something, like I'll kind of just like I can't remember who it was, but every time this defensive end had his outside foot back, he was twisting.
Okay.
And it's kind of like you see it, it takes you a while to notice it. Like you pay attention to it and you're like, and then you start like taking a note, like every time he does it, and you're like, okay, every time his foot's back, he's twisting. Yeah. So we like literally in the game, like third down, we'd literally look out there and his foot was back, his outside foot was back. It was like he was twisting because it's like smart feet as a receiver.
Yeah.
He wants to go like 1, 2 back end, or like 1 back end.
Yeah.
So it helps him out, but it's hard to disguise stuff as a defensive lineman, like especially like with your feet, because you want to go a certain way. And you end up, and like if you're slanting right and your left foot's back, it's harder to slant right. So a lot of people.
I was gonna say, and sometimes I think with punting as well, it's not to the level of that, but I know something might creep in, so it might be tiny. Like it might only be far back, but the longer I go with that, it starts stretching out. So if it's like my first step, I feel like the D-line could be that. You hint it back a little, and the next time you do it, it's just back a little until it comes obvious, and you don't even realize.
You tell a lot off like people's eyes, like where they're looking. Like if they're doing something, like a defensive lineman, if they're doing something, a lot of time they're looking at the ball and not cheating.
Yeah. So what I do love watching is Xavier Truss.
I love playing next to Truss.
He's a blast to watch.
He's fun to play next to. The Saturday Truss is a different Truss.
Yeah. I feel like there would be a dull moment out there.
No, never. They're like Truss on Saturdays is a different human being than he is during the week. Like you don't know what it is, but I love it.
Yeah. He's smart.
I love playing next to Truss. Truss fun to play next to.
We need to get him mic'd up, so I'm fine. I love doing that.
No, we cannot mic up for Truss. I don't think you could mic up me or him.
Yeah.
Dylan would be a funny one to mic up. Then if they give us these stupid shit on the field. It is hilarious. Like hearing Dylan say something, like there's multiple times like I just laugh at him.
I could imagine he would say something pretty funny.
It's hilarious.
But he doesn't mean to. He's not saying it to be funny. He just says it.
It's like actually how he's thinking.
I could imagine. He gives me confidence when he's in the punch shield. I know they got to go a long way around him.
I should have seen a punch shield.
You had your chance, but apparently you're too high profile.
I'm not too high profile.
And you definitely would have got one. You would kicked up a bit.
I would rather be on punch shield than field goal protection.
Yeah.
Field goal protection is the worst job on the football field.
Well, I'll give a shout out to our gunners.
No, pretty elite.
I was going to say you should be on Punt Shield because those guys are special.
I mean,
they are.
Speaking of punt team, you were punter of the week, Ray Guy punter of the week.
Yeah, well, I probably don't get it without those two guys. Those two guys are like make me look a whole lot better. So they are.
I mean, you had a 55-yard average?
54, I think.
Oh yeah, That's. I mean, those are still bombs. To average 54.
Yeah, that was good.
What would you say your average is like on a season?
Right now, with that game included, I think we're averaging 40
What do you think? Your average was way over here.
Yeah, 6 yards over. Because it's all dependent, though. Like, you could, against Clemson, for example, I had 3 punts that all...
You were trying to...
They're all good, but I kind of had short fields every time. And then we had a pooch from the 40 that got down on the 4. So, really good punt.
Good.
Yeah, really good punt. You're, like, super happy. It's 36 yards. So, sometimes the average you look at on a punt game isn't necessarily the best indicator. It's a good indicator. Like,
and you helped us get good field position.
Yeah, if you
flipping the field is always helpful.
Yeah, but so sometimes it just depends on the field, and especially we've punted a lot from kind of that negative 45 up to the 50 to back to the negative 40 this year. So that's also a different type of punt. You're not necessarily going for max potential. You're kind of just trying to kick your best ball up in the air, make sure it's not going to go too deep because. Let's say
if you're gunners, it's hard to kick them too deep, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing. It's a touchback, which unfortunately I had one on the last one. I landed on the 5. Like, you're trying to draw in a fair catch anywhere from the 5 to the 10, 11, 12.
Aren't most punt returners taught, like, heels on the 10, don't catch anything that's past it?
It's about 8, I think. Everyone's different, and it also depends on what ball they see, what's being called, because you might have a chance to get it past the 20 if it's a low kick. So
I don't know what our guys do. I'm just... Like, that's just what I've heard. Like,
yeah, everyone's got a different rule.
Different.
It depends on who's, like, the punter is, what type of punt it is, because you could get an Australian guy kind of roll out and he might kick one up with the intent to roll it up there. Mm. As for the one on the weekend we had, like, that one got popped up in the air, obviously it had a lot of hang time. I was hoping he would see the hang time, wave a fair catch, knowing he couldn't return it. He returned it. That mean he let it go because obviously, if it goes to the 5, that's the problem. You got to try and find that perfect balance to make him want to catch it, but not return it. The 5 is a very grey area. Deeper than the 5, you're in some trouble. 5, you're hoping he just kind of knows he's around that area, and by the time he's way fair catch, he might back up 2 yards late. But if you hit a good ball and it goes low and lands on the 5, it can bounce through. If you miskick the ball, it'll land around the 15. So you're trying to land it perfectly around that 10-yard, get it up in the air as high as possible, and hope it's a fair catch or you guys are down there. But no, I can't.
You're gunner, aren't they?
Yeah, they're incredible.
They get down there.
They are like some of the stuff they did on the weekend. Arian got piggy once or viced once and split it. Dom got double.
To keep up with.
Yeah, if you get like side by side,
isn't Piggy guy in the middle coming to?
Yeah, Piggy is just a guy like jumping on the double. As for a vice is when they're already on the line, ready to go. So they both had their chance. Dom, they sent a cat, actually, funny enough. They sent a cat on one that we were punting, so Dom got the free release. So
I don't know if I free release it there though.
Funny enough, it was a 55-yard punt and Dom had to slow down. He like
hang time, or is he just really fast?
Good hang time, but he still got to run 55 yards in about like 2 second up, 5 second hang, so 7 seconds. He's ran it. He had to slow down. He couldn't necessarily like see it and hit. By the time he got there, the guy hadn't caught the ball yet. So Dom had to like kind of stutter, and then he catches it, and Dom gets the lays tackle.
When there's 2 returners, how important is to you kick it to the right side?
It's very important. It's very important. That's
I think it would go sideways if you miss. If like especially you're supposed to be kicking it left and you actually kick one to the right returner.
No, that's one thing. Like, and obviously we saw a version of that on the weekend. So obviously again a good job by the punt team. So like, I can't sit back there and punt the ball without Bobo seeing it and knowing and letting everyone know, the whole front line and stuff, knowing their job. So definitely, yeah, I know like I get credited with punter of the week, but it's the whole unit.
But yeah, I think you were about to say Coach Fark got his 100th win.
100th win and the coach of the week as well.
That's a good miraculous lead.
100th win. That's obviously
A lot of wins. I think he's the fastest coach to do so.
Yeah, funny enough, I think he got Coach Saban by 1 game. Coach Saban was 118, so he'd definitely know it. I'm sure who knows. Thankfully we got that win whenever it was, but if he shared it with Saban, I'm sure he'd be equally as happy.
No. But
To stand.
Who cares?
No,
He just wants to win.
he just wants to win. That's the thing. He wants to win 1 game, win that game we're playing. So I'd forgotten. I knew at the start of the year. I didn't realize it had actually ended up correlating with that game. So thankfully we played well and got him the win. Wouldn't have been ideal if we went out there and didn't show up.
Yeah.
So
And we showed up this week.
I will say, actually, team movie we watched. I don't like thriller films, but if you like thriller movies, I thought that was pretty cool.
Elevation, what was that?
Yeah, Elevation.
It was pretty good.
It was actually
I flinched really hard at one point.
Selling the bat blew up the game.
I'm not sure myself. I'm not gonna say
It's like the least scariest concept in the film, but the way they did it was the scariest thing.
I think it was me, Truss. I think we all flinched.
Big tough guys. Just
I don't like jump scares. Jump scares and paranormal. That's stuff I can't do.
no, that got me as well, but I wasn't watching it. I think I was checking a score. So that's I feel like I wanted to be mentally prepared for it, and I look up but yeah, no, good movie. If anyone wants to go watch Elevation when it comes out. Yeah.
During the credits?
No. Oh, part 2?
Yeah.
Yes. I love
Like the things were coming out of the sky.
No way.
Yeah.
Were they still I don't want to wreck the movie, but were they still...
I don't know. They never showed them on the ground. They just showed them coming out of the sky.
Gonna have to go watch it.
Yeah. That part,
That'd be sick.
go watch it.
Elevation, I don't even think it's been released yet, so that could be a while away.
That was a good movie. I was fat.
That's the most...
And it felt like it should have been a show. It wasn't long.
Oh, it could have been a show, yeah.
I felt like I should have been able to just watch it next time.
Yeah. No, yeah, there could have been so much more, continue after. It would have been cool. At the end where, you see when they're out in the mountains and stuff, you're like, oh, there must have been a lot of them. But when they magically walk through. But yeah, cool movie. If anyone wants to go watch it.
Yeah, that's good.
If anyone likes thrillers.
These pregame movies are hit or miss.
It's hard.
I really liked when we watched The Glass Onion last year, or Bullet Train. I was a big fan of Bullet Train too.
You like Bullet Train?
Yeah, I was a fan of that.
It was terrible.
A lot of fighting and killing.
There was. I just thought it was so weird. It was weird personalities and a weird concept.
The whole movie takes place in a train.
Yeah, the Equalizer you can't mess with that. The Equalizer 3 or 4, whatever they're up to. That one was here. It was weird though. You saw, that one's been out a while. You saw 20 people die in the first 5 minutes. And then what was regarded as the biggest cartel in Greece, wherever they were, there was only about 10 killed in the final scene, the big boss scene. I was like, there's more of it. Oh, that one was good as well. I did enjoy that.
I was a huge WWE fan growing up.
We weren't allowed to watch it, so I'd have to try and sneak in and watch it.
I love the WWE.
I was a Rey Mysterio, man.
Oh yeah, I used to think so. I'm light his mask. I used to have little action figures, the ring. Yeah, I had everything.
He wasn't big. Imagine you at 6'6".
I was an Undertaker guy. I was big on.
He was scared.
Yeah, Kane, Batista, Kofi Kingston, Triple H. Yeah,
for the big one.
I used to run around with water, trying to drink it, try to spit it up in the air
That's terrible.
I think that's when I first tried to grow my hair out longer when I'd watch him, and I was
yeah,
mom was just not going for it.
John Cena is obviously iconic. Who was the other one? He did. Oh, he had the kick. He had the kick.
Sweet Chin Music.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, that one.
And then Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Satum Bum. I love the WWE. I was heartbroken when I got told that wasn't real. Heartbroken.
I don't know if we have any children viewers, but...
Oh, sorry to ruin your dreams. I got ruined. I'm ruining yours.
Yeah.
I was heartbroken when my dad told me it wasn't real.
just in utter shock of like the things happening. Like even when they extend it
Like
out of the wrestling ring,
media for things. It was like people getting hit with chairs. Like
jumping off occasions.
I think I can prevail in the WWE if I ever learned how to do it.
What would your name be?
I don't know. Mullet man. I don't know.
Can you push
Wear the smallest tights and the biggest boots ever.
smallest tight?
The Big Show.
It's pretty much American football. I will forever question that concept of American football, one of the toughest sports universally. And
What about wrestling? Have you ever like actually tried to wrestle?
no,
It's the most exhausting thing ever.
it's a very questionable sport to get in tight tights and grapple with another man.
Well, the UFC's that, but you can also punch it.
That's a bit more bloodbath. That's a bit more like, I'm here to
Great fight.
fuck someone up.
Great fight.
Wrestling, you can't
You
fuck
watch
someone up.
UFC?
No, really.
I buy every fight. I watch them. Like can't like have people talking around me like I'm watching. Yeah, I love the UFC.
How deep does your knowledge go? Do you see a card and know every single person on the card?
I know most of them. Yeah,
Yeah, because you actually focus during the fight.
like Max Holloway and Ilya Topuria fight this weekend. That's gonna be a bloodbath. Like bloodbath.
Well, no, I guess, no, that's a bit more, that's genuinely like a bloodbath. As for wrestling, you're just getting in tight, grappling with another.
Could you imagine Dylan Fairchild? Like you just went through a long day of math class. Like it had like a math test and like a size test, and then you have to go wrestle Dylan Fairchild after school.
It's just another sport I was never partake in.
I think he still holds the record for the fastest pen in Georgia.
Does he?
Yeah. Like he like bullied kids. Like I watched his wrestling highlights, and it's like you should watch them. Like it's kind of fun. It's kind of funny.
I will go
Like he's just screwing with,
it's just,
like slapping them upside the head, shooting shots. Like taking.
what's the rules like? You ever hit people? Or no, you straight trying to,
Not hit.
what's it in? What's the
You
point?
basically act, point, take down, escape.
Did you wrestle?
I did when I was little, but I was so big I had to wrestle. I was in 3rd grade wrestling like 7th grader, so I hated it.
Okay. Well, no, I'll say we don't have that sport. We don't wrestle with other men in tight tights. No, you get sweaty. That's
Dylan would literally like torture me.
American thing.
Like Dylan would cross-face people just because he could. Like cross-facing is like when you're like trying to get position, you drag your arm across their face. It does not feel good. Like at all.
Especially at 330 pounds.
Well, he had to weigh 285 when he wrestled. So he was like chiseled. But yeah, Dylan was. Do you remember Clay Webb? Were you ever Clay Webb?
I've heard about him.
He won Vargo, which is like the huge wrestling tournament in America. Like huge. Like that's where the guys go. He won Vargo. He got, I don't think he ever got beat in high school. He might have got beat once. So 4-time state champ. Like Clay was that guy.
Wrestling. I don't want to be that guy at wrestling though.
Like Clay could have went anywhere in America and wrestled. Like the powerhouse programs, like Penn State's got a really good wrestling program. Like Iowa. Like
It's just,
Dylan could have went to one of them. I remember Dylan was telling me that
there's a certain time where your manhood has to kick in though.
you want it?
Where your manhood has to kick in.
Yeah, but you're taking another man's at the same time.
There's better ways to do it than the way they do it. That's some awkward positions. It's like football. We wear tight tights. We wear bloody type of sport and they wear tight tights.
I mean, yeah, but it's all like you think about it, like you don't want to get grabbed. Like you don't want people in tackles, you don't want to lose things. I guess same thing in wrestling. You are grabbed. You might have a city thing in wrestling.
In Australia, we do it backwards. We go our rugby and footy, we wear shorts. As footy, we wear singlets, and rugby they wear t-shirts.
Footy.
Australian football, the one I played, but we wear t-shirts.
Do you have a picture of you in the singlet?
Yeah, we'll absolutely. Yeah, we wear singlets and shorts in the middle of winter, and then in the summer we wear pants and collared t-shirts. So that was what we played with in the middle of winter, and then cricket was pants. So not tight tights.
All right, Bulldog blind drafts. My turn this week to give you one. I kind of took a page out of your book.
Yep.
But I think my options are pretty good ones. If you could be stranded on a deserted island with one person.
Cool. How long am I stranded for until help gets there?
Yeah, until let's say you're on there for 3 weeks.
Cool. All right.
But like you're survivable. Like you're gonna,
Yeah, we have
like you're gonna
necessities.
Yeah, Island's got what you need. to live. But you're stranded. Like, you don't have a choice but to be with this person. Up first,
Bit like this.
we have your coach, Kirk Benedict.
Oh, shit. Congratulations to him and Molly. Firstly, for
Congrats.
the arrival of Gwen. Feel like this is a stitch up. I need to put him at 1. Like, he calls the punts. Could be a lot of good people out there. I'll give him number 2 just because it's 4 other people, and
Okay.
I spent a lot of time with him already, so I know I can put out with him for 3 weeks.
Number 2, we're going with, you gave it to me last week, Donald Trump.
I want to put it number 1. America. 3.
3?
Yeah.
All right. Number 3, big office guy, Michael Scott.
Number 1. Like, is this Michael Scott himself? Number 1, absolutely.
All right. Next is Taylor Swift.
5.
And the last one in your 4 slot is your old mother.
Oh, yeah. Well, 4. And that's because I would feel bad for her. She wouldn't want to put up with me for 3 weeks. I would feel sorry for her if she was
So your 1 was Michael Scott.
Mum also is coming to America for about 3 or 4 weeks, so she will with me. So, yep.
You have another bedroom?
No, I've got like a single bedroom apartment, but there's a big lounge room. So I'll set up a mattress and a bed in the lounge room, and I'll take the lounge room, make it a fort, and Mum and Dad can have the bedroom.
That's such a good son. So your 1 was Michael Scott.
Absolutely.
Your 2?
Coach Benedict.
Your 3rd was Donald Trump. Your 4th was your mother.
Yep.
And 5 was Taylor Swift.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't like her either.
Oh, well, we got a mailbag.
We do have a mailbag.
Do you want first or second?
All right. Junkyard Eugene back at it again. He wants to ask you what your favorite American food is.
Oh. Favorite American restaurant or favorite American just like food that was
Yeah, both.
favorite American restaurant? If I'm thinking franchises, Cane's has probably got it.
Awful. That's horrible. That's just a horrible take.
I'm thinking big time. That's just got to be Cane's.
That's just a horrible take. That is an awful take.
I would say In-N-Out, but we don't have any over here. I really,
Have you ever
enjoyed In-N-Out. I don't.
You don't like it or you haven't had it?
I haven't really had it. I think I didn't get the right thing from there, and it was very, very late at night, and I wasn't in an eating mood. So
Cane's is just, that's a horrible answer. I can't.
favorite American food that we don't really have. I think I've had some really good mac and cheese. Like, the mac and cheese is good.
My mom makes really good mac and cheese.
That was probably the best I had when we were down at St. Simon's. It was
I love good mac and cheese.
Elizabeth Condon's mum, Dan's girlfriend. So that mac and cheese I really enjoy, but sometimes it can be really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
You're not right.
Yeah.
But
All right. We have Cole Jackson via the Instagram DMs. He wants to know, Tate, how long have you been growing the flow? I've been working on mine for 2 years and can't get it like yours.
I guess I've had this haircut for 4 years now, 4 and some change. And it was really bad. It started off during COVID in my front yard. My dad did it using the wrong clippers and scalped me. It was bad, really bad. But it prospered. It had like a 6-month awkward phase, but it's all cool.
Yeah.
But I guess it took me about like 2.5 years to get it to this length. But the secret is mane and tail shampoo and biotin pills. That gets it going. It gets it growing. That works for me. I don't know if it's just my hair also grows like extremely fast. Like it's
How often do you have to cut it in terms of length? Obviously,
like here's
side.
twice a month until it pisses me off usually.
Twice a month. So every 2 weeks, you have to cut the back.
You know, usually get the back cut over.
It's wild. I usually go like 6 months without cutting the back. Usually
Like, it gets long enough to where it pisses me off. Like, my hair grows extremely fast. Like, me and my sister are both that way. Like, our hair, like, we get our hair cut and it's just bam, bang.
She does spend an awful lot of time with the hairdresser.
I'm kidding you. I'm kidding you.
Tate, my 11-year-old sees you as his idol. For life decisions, he's young.
It's crazy.
He'll learn. He has a mallet.
That's what I told somebody when I read this question. Was like, he doesn't have his priorities straight.
Poor kid. He has a mallet and plays guard on Rec League. Where do you get the UGA headbands you wear, and what kind of face mask do you use? He wants one like yours for his B-Day on the 10th of the 19th of the 10th. Australian again. Kid has size and potential. Hope to see him follow in your footsteps one day.
Well, I really appreciate the support from this kid, but the headbands we get from our EQ, like they just have them, like loads of them. But that's where I get those. But the face mask, I think I got mine off Rydell.com. And if they don't have them there, they have them on just certain websites, like BA Mask has them or Green Gridiron has them. But we'll see what we can do about a headband.
There might coincidentally be one show up.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. But we'll figure that out. But I appreciate the support. But on to the next question from a Casey Thorson. Who's that?
That would be my sister, actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good question.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Via the Instagram DM. I think this is a really good question.
This question has come from Australia, so it would be via.
If you could have dinner with 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be?
This could be endless. There could be so many.
There's a lot of options for this.
Do you know? Like, is this a question?
No, I've never thought about this.
You could go down one route and just have 3 models sit at the table and have a nice dinner date. But
that'd be pretty cool.
If you think about cool experiences, I know Roger Federer would immediately be in my 3, I think.
Let's see.
You could also network it, just do like great big time business, man.
There's like so many, like there's so many options.
Roger Federer is definitely one. I think also, if you're doing sport, just to have 3 kind of all time. Tiger Woods.
Yeah, I was about to say Tiger. Tiger, MJ.
Yeah.
And then no.
All right, I have my final 3.
All right, Sarah.
Kylie Jenner, Margot Robbie, and Naomi Scott. She was a actress in Aladdin. Well, I'm serious.
It's pretty fun, I guess.
Deal with that. What's yours? Isaac Gonzalez. Who's that? Runner up.
I'd probably go MJ. And that'd be pretty cool.
Wait, Kendall Jenner.
No. MJ, Nikola Jokic. I want to have a conversation with him so badly.
I respect that guy. Yeah, he's
awesome. And golly, who could even like a third option be?
Did I say Kendall or Kylie?
You said Kendall.
Good. Both good. Both good coming.
It's all right. That's good. Third, what would I even do? This is a very loaded question. Not really loaded, but
well, tell Casey it's bullshit.
What? Casey, using my brains on my strong suit. I could get really sentimental here, but I'm not going to. Actually, I'm gonna throw him in there, Dev. I'm gonna throw him in there.
Yeah,
those are my 3.
It's a good one.
Yeah, a good one. I throw Dev in this.
Yeah, I like that. That'd be a good dinner. That's always like, there's so many different routes you can
I can really just take one
parents, yeah. Stuff like that. Now we got a bye week as well. Probably have a few dinners. What are the plans for your off week?
I have some things I gotta do on Saturday here. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do after that though. Are you gonna be here?
Yeah,
I said be having a good time.
Studying. Right.
It's study.
Studying the best bars, you know.
Yeah,
yeah, no, I know, like, we obviously had one earlier in the year, and I felt in bye weeks in the past.
it was just so fast.
If you travel in the bye week, it then doesn't feel like a bye week.
Yeah.
You then feel tired, just as tired from if you played a game. So, yeah, I'm keen to just stay here and chill out and watch some football.
That's what I plan on doing. Are there any good games this week?
I haven't even looked, usually, because I'll watch anything, really. Like, hopefully there's an Australian playing as well, like one of the boys.
Yeah.
I usually favour that than necessarily a good game. But, yeah, that'll be it. Maybe go to Xavier Truss. Beloved place.
Yes.
By
loved. Very loved.
people with mullets everywhere.
People with mullets love enthusiasts.
Yeah.
It's a great place.
I guess that wraps up another episode for the week. So thanks again for tuning in. Be sure to follow on the socials at Mullets on the Mic podcast and wherever you get your podcasts or listen to. So cheers again. Go Dogs. Oh, you dickhead. You didn't do it.